You can find a lot of discussions on the internet about different martial arts, whether they are efficient or not. But before we actually go into the question of whether something is efficient, we should maybe ask ourselves the question, what should it be efficient for? So if you take example of cars, if you take a car that is supposed to win a circuit race, it will not be the same car, or it will not have the same efficiency in a World Rally Championship. And then again, if you want to go for a country tour with your family, with lots of baggage and so on, it will be not the same car that you will use that will be efficient for this purpose. And if you're going to work in a city where you have small parking slots and not a lot of parking space, then maybe you should take even another car that will be consuming less fuel and will be smaller in size, that will be efficient for this purpose. I think the same thing for me happens with the martial arts. If you want to win competitions, there are some martial arts that are designed for this. If you look at Aikido, basically about Aikido we say that it's a non-competitive martial arts. We don't have championships, we don't have competitions, but I think it still can be a valuable tool for protecting yourself and your integrity and the things that belong to you. And looking at the start of the summer, I mean, the weather doesn't look like this today, but we are starting the summer. Many people will be visiting some cities or other places. I would like to share with you an adventure I had a few years ago, visiting a city, and how Aikido has helped me actually to protect myself, my belongings from being stolen. So if you're interested in the story, stay with us and we'll move into it in a moment. The first thing that I want to share with you today is that I have this very bad habit of carrying my wallet and my smartphone in the back pockets of my pants, which is actually exposing them already to thieves, right? And normally we should not be doing this, but I do it like this. I've been doing this for all my life, and until now it has worked out for me. But you don't necessarily need to take the same risks. And since I started training Aikido when I was a teenager, I had this idea in my head, like an image, or trying to condition myself even in a way, saying if someone tries to steal my wallet and I can sense someone trying to take it out of my pocket, I will turn around, grab the wrist, do a kotegaeshi or something like this. So I'll ask Durward to help me with this one. So let's say I'm standing here, Durward is grabbing for the pocket, right, for my wallet. I do a kotegaeshi. Maybe I break the wrist or something like this. I mean, when I was young, I was not at the same level of Aikido and let's say mentally on the defense without hurting the other one. So I was considering sometimes, okay, in this situation I would break the wrist. Maybe the guy would never again be able to steal something from someone, whatever. But this was my idea of defending myself if someone is trying to steal my wallet, right? And as it happens very often in life, the day when the situation happened, that someone was trying to do it, it turned out completely differently. And I was surprised by this, but it's Aikido that helped me, and I will show you now how it happened. So the thing is that I don't have a city monitoring record of this. Unfortunately, I cannot share something like this with you. So I've asked Durward and Sandra, who is filming right now, who will join me in a moment here, to help me to refilm or film this kind of scene the way it happened. Okay, so let's go into the situation. So one beautiful summer day I was visiting a city with my family, and I saw a situation. We were walking down the street and I saw a situation that I wanted to take a photo. And I wanted to take a photo from above my head, like from a high position. My family left away, they continued walking, I stopped, and there were not many people around me. There were quite a lot of people in front, and this is actually what I wanted to have on the photo. So I stopped and I raised on my toes and started taking the photo from the top, like trying to get as high as I could. And at this moment, despite there was lots of space around me, the street was empty around me, there was a couple who approached me from the back. So I will ask now Sandra and Durward to play this role. and the woman touched me on the shoulder, like falling into me.
Sorry.
And the guy started asking her, "What are you doing?" and so on. So they were distracting me. They wanted to have my attention here. You know, I have the camera in my hand on the top. I'm already like focused on taking the picture. When I lose my balance, almost maybe I will have to worry about my camera not to let it fall down. They were talking in a language that maybe as a tourist I didn't know. It was the local language. So I would be focused here trying to understand what was happening, right? The guy was trying to reach for my wallet or my smartphone. I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't realize it. And because of the Aikido practice that I had been doing before, and you will find the link to the video which is explaining actually exactly the practice that helped me to manage the situation. Thanks to this practice, I realized that something was happening there. When at the moment he was reaching out, I could sense this movement. So immediately I lowered my center to get into a stable position, and I filled in the space here behind me with my hand. So the guy was not able to reach for my pocket. It was now the distance was too high for him. And when he realized that he couldn't reach it, they started walking away. They were so professional, so good that when I turned around, when I realized what was happening, and I turned around trying to see their faces, maybe to be able to describe them to the police afterwards, they were already walking away and I couldn't see anything, so I couldn't really even identify them. So that was a surprise. It was like, okay, what happened there? Actually, this guy was really trying to steal something from me. They were really trying to steal from me my wallet or my smartphone. I was a bit under shock at this moment, like my thoughts were working on what just happened. And even when I was walking away to catch up with my family afterwards, the strange thing is I was still checking my pockets to make sure, okay, if they really didn't manage to steal my stuff, right? So this was the time when the Aikido practice, not necessarily the techniques, just the way we are practicing here with Durward in VV, in our dojo, has saved me from losing my stuff. The learning is also be careful when you are visiting cities, when you look like a tourist, when you take photos like a tourist. Be careful because the thieves can consider at this moment that you are an easy target, easy to distract. And the situation I had was a very classic one for distraction, like getting the attention here on the top and at the same time trying to reach for my stuff that was in the pockets behind me. So hope you enjoyed it. Share your comments. Put in the comments if you had any similar stories where Aikido or any other martial art has helped you to avoid some trouble. We'll be happy to read and discuss. And enjoy the summer without any bad adventures.
If you like our video, give us a thumb up and share it with your friends. You can also subscribe to receive notifications about new videos being published. More information is available in the channel description as well as through the links section.